Hi guys, welcome back to another video on learning HTML. In this class we are going to know about this short and powerful lesson on two important HTML topics. Those are tables and forms. These are the foundation of displaying data and connecting input in web development. Up to now these guys like tables and forms, we are going to be most in the future coding of front-end development. Okay, we'll in detail know about these both topics in the next slide. Just a minute, I'm going to change. Yeah, what you will learn in this class: how to create and style HTML tables, how to collect data using different types of HTML form inputs, real world usage with practice task. Let's dive into and become pro in these basics. Okay, let's go into next slide. I'm going to change it. Yeah, HTML tables. HTML tables are used to display data in a structured grid format made of rows and columns. Like creating timetables or storing the employee data, like their roll numbers, age, their salaries, etc. In such cases, we use these tables. Okay, let's see in deep. Next slide. Yeah, basic table structure. A table in HTML is made using the table tag. Inside it we use tr, means table row. Then th defines a table header cell, bold and centered by default. It is defaultly bold. Next, td defines table data. Okay, let's go to the next slide. There we see the basic structure. Yeah, just see doc type HTML. I open the head and in title I write basic table. Then I close the head. Then open the body. Inside the body, I put a heading like basic table example. Then I open a table with border 1. Then I open tables first row. And for first row, I took the table headings name, age, and city. These are the three main headings. That next continue the code. Yeah. Here I close the row. Then I open the second table row. Inside that I took table data name Ira, age 20, city Hyderabad. Then I close that row. Then I opened again third row with name Cairo, age 22, and city Vizag. Then I close the table row. Then I close table HTML body, then HTML. Yeah, let's run the code and we'll check how it's going to be display the table actually. Here I'm opening the programming hub app. Yes, just wait. Yeah, here I'm going to HTML, then compiler. Yeah, here I already placed the code. Just see doc type HTML head basic table title, then heading basic table example. Here I took border 4. Just wait, I'll change the border to 1 first, then for because of you guys see the difference. Then later I change to 4. First run this. Yeah, here table row, first row name, age, city, then second row Ira 20 Hyderabad, and then third row Cairo 22 and Bangalore. I already told you that th table heading, when you use this tag, this is automatically writes the words in bold. Then table data. Okay, let's run. Yeah, just see guys, the heading basic table example, the th table heading is defaultly the bold, name, age, city. This is the border 1. Let's wait, I'll change it to 4 now. Just see 4. Just run it. Yeah, just see the difference. Border 1, now it is border 4. This is how the border of that table will be increased by the number. Just I'll make it 40 now. Just see the difference. Yeah, just see how big it is. Based on your code, you just put that count. Okay, then this is the code. Let's go to the next slide now. Yeah, The border one attribute gives a visible border to the table, used only for quick demos. First row use TH, then second, third rows use TD. Yeah, this is what we use. Let's go to the next slide. Yeah, column span and row span. These two attributes helps margin cells. Column span makes one cell span across multiple columns. Row span make one cell span across multiple rows. Like whenever the data inside the row or the column is big, for increasing those rows and columns we use this row span and column span. In the code we'll see how it is going to be used. Let's go to the next slide. Yeah, table with column span and the row span. It starts with doc type, HTML, head, title. I write table with column span and row span, and I close the head and I open the body. Here I write the heading table with column and row span. I open the table with border 1. First row I took the two headings with student info and score. For student info I took two column spans. For score I took two row spans. Two column spans means two columns are going to be merged. Two row spans means two rows are going to be merged. For writing score for the rows, writing student info for the column. Let's move to next slide. Yeah, here next row I write name in the data tag and class, then I close that row, then I open next row with data only with Divya and 1095. Then I close that row, close the table, body and HTML. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Yeah, column span 2 means merges two columns into one. Row span 2 makes the cells stretch over two rows. This I already told you. Just run the code and we'll check how these are going to be merged into a single column and a single row. Just a minute, I'll change. Run it. Yeah, just see the code. Doc type, HTML, head, in title I write table with the column span and row span. Inside the body I write the heading table with column span and row span. Table with border 1, and first row with table headings student info and score with column span for table like student info, row span for 2 for score. Then next row I wrote table data name class, and next row I write table data Divya 10 and 95. Here column span 2 means merges two columns, row span 2 means merges two rows. Okay, let's run the code and we'll check how it's going to be merge the rows and the columns. Just a minute. Yeah, run. Just see table with column span and row span, student info. Here I took column span means two columns are going to be merged. Score increases to 2 with row spans, which means I made two rows to merge like a single row. This is how it's are going to be work. I'm just going to just increase it to 4, but it is not make 4 because it's only 3, right? So it's just took whatever the extra is there, that much it will increases. Yeah, this is how it's work. I'll change this. Yeah, if you increase more, still it took the maximum row it is. That's it. I just make it short. The extra space is like that only. Just see, there is an empty space because I just put the row span only one only. Okay, let's go to next slide. Yeah, HTML forms. The forms are used to collect input from users. You can collect like names, emails, passwords, messages and more. In general we see and we fill more forms like whenever you participating in something, programs, any games or like any college events, we all guys are filled our names, our roll numbers, etc. In such cases we use this. Let's see how we create these forms. The form, by using this tag form, the form element wrap all the input fields and controls. It uses two important attributes: action, the URL where the form data should be sent, then method, HTTP method, use it to send data, get or post. Like in the at the last, like in the bottom of the form we see that like send or like done, submit, like these both are the two important attributes that are in control of that form tag. Let's go to the next slide. There we see how we are going to be use these. Yeah, just see basic form structure. Start with the doc type, HTML, then head. Inside the title I wrote form structure, then I close the head, then I open the body. I use here H2 for basic form action, and I open the form. Inside I write form action, submit method, and I close form body HTML. Let's see what's in the next slide. Yeah, input types. Inside a form we use different types of inputs to collect various kinds of data, like text for single line text, example name or any other details. Next mails for email input with format checking, and passwords for marked password entry numbers, data, color, etc. for another data. Okay, let's see how we are going to be use this in the code. I'm just going to change the slide. Yeah, text, email, password. Starts with doc type, HTML head. Inside the title I write input type, and I close the title, then I close the head, then I open the body. Here I took H2 for form input types, then I open the form here. Inside the form I use a label for name. Between the opening label and closing label I write name, which is going to be which is going to be visible in the output screen. Then I open an input, type text, then I write ID, name, then name, and I closed it. Then I use two breaks. The code is still continuing in the next slide, just a minute. Yeah, here label, I use a label for email. Between opening and closing label I write email, which is going to show on the output screen. Then I took input for this, type email, ID email, name equal to email, same two breaks. Then I use next label for password. In between that I write password, input type password only, ID equal to password, name equal to password. Here also I take two breaks. Then input type equal to submit, value equal to register. And I close the form, body and HTML. Let's run the code and check how it's going to be work. Just a minute. Yeah. Just see, it starts with doc type, HTML head. Inside the title I write input types. Then I open the body. For heading I write for input types. I open the form and label for name. In between I write name, then input type equal to text, ID equal to name, which is in the for. Then name equal to name. I use two breaks. Then I open next label for email. Then input type equal to email, then ID equal to email, which is in the for. Then name equal to email, two breaks. Then I open next label for password. Then input type equal to password, ID equal to password, name equal to password. Then I close it, form. Then I close the body. Then I close the HTML. Here in between at last we also include the input type equal to for submit and value equal to register. Yeah, just included them. Yeah, now let's run the code and check how it's going to be work, like how it's going to be display the labels and the input types in the output screen. Just a minute, I'm going to be run it. Yeah, just see the output. Form input types. Name. Here I am writing in the box name, that is the input type. We write the input type, no? That will be show like this. Email. Using email. Ira 999 at the date gmail.com. I'm giving password, Ira 999. Yeah, just register. This is how it works. I think you guys are all experienced on all these type of forms in anywhere. So this is how all these are going to be created. Based on your purpose, you just use the tags all. Okay, then let's go to the next slide. Yeah, labels and accessibility. The label tag is used to describe each input. It improves accessibility by linking the label to the input using the for attribute, which matches the input IDs. The for attribute is then letter given in the input label inside the ID. Okay, let's go to the code how we are going to be use it. Just a minute. Yeah, label with inputs. Doc type HTML head. In the title I write labels example. Closed it and then open body. Inside body I open form. Then I write a label. Here we use that for attribute. Using this label for the attribute username. We using this label for username. In between that I write username. Then I am writing input. Whenever you fill any form, we see they provide name. In opposite to that name, they provide a box to fill our name. For that purpose, for creating that box, we use this input in the code. Input type is equals to text. For username, we write text, right? For that text, then I write ID, which links the label and the input. Here we need to put the username, which is equal to the for attribute. Continuing name equal to username. Let's next two breaks. The code is still there. Let's wait a minute. Yeah, label for age. Label for why we using means age. So in between the opening and closing label tag, I write age. Then I am going to take input. Here the input type is number. The ID is inside the for is age. So here writing age here also. The name equal to age. I use two breaks. Then input type submit. Value also submit. Then I close the form. HTML, body, then HTML. Okay, let's run the code and we'll check how it's going to be work. Yeah, just see doc type HTML. Inside the title I write label example, and inside the body I opened form with a label for username. So I write username in between that, and then write input for that. Type text, username is text, and then ID equal to, which is in for, then name equal to username, and I use 2 breaks for gap, and then I opened a new label for age, so I write in between age, then I took input for that, type number and id age, and we're going to run it. Just see, yeah, just see the output, username, age, submit button. Username I'm going to write Adya, yeah, age I'm going to give 21, yeah, good, submit, yeah, this is how it's going to be work, like using for and IDs. Yeah, let's go to the next slide now. Yeah, buttons in forms, like input type taking like submit. When you completed the form filling, that bottom side we are visible that submit button, yeah, that is what this submit button. And then next is reset. When you unexpectedly fill the wrong address or wrong password, something else, you just need to clear that. In such cases, this reset input will be used. Then button, custom button with JavaScript or default action. Okay, then let's see the code how we are going to be use all these. Just a minute. Yeah, submit and reset buttons. Doc type HTML head. Inside title I write form buttons, then open the body, then form, then inside the label I write for city, for typing the city, then input type text ID equal to city, name also city, then I use 2 breaks for space. Okay, the code is still there, just a minute, I'll just change the slide. Yeah, input type equal to submit, then value equal to submit, next input type equal to reset, value equal to clear, which is going to be display on the output screen value, and I closed it all. Let's run the code. Yeah, just see, doc type HTML head, inside the title I write form buttons, then body, form, label I write city, for input type text ID equal to city, name equal to city, then next input for submit, value equal to submit, next input for label, next input for text like reset to clear. Just run the code. Yeah, here I'm going to enter now the city like Bangalore, Hyderabad, anything. I'm going to run Bangalore. Yeah, just submit. Yeah, if you want to clear it, you can clear like this. Yeah, now I'm going to enter Hyderabad. See, this is how this submit and clear buttons are going to be work. Okay, then let's go to the next slide. Yeah, more input types, like taking input in different types, like checkboxes, radio, select. Let's see, use it for options and selections. Checkboxes, multiple selections. Radio, single selection for a group. Select, drop down menu. Let's see the code how we are going to be use all this. Just a minute, I'm going to change the slide. Yeah, checkbox, radio, select, doc type HTML head, inside title I write form options, then I closed it and open the body, then form. By using heading 3 I write select skills. The input type is checkbox, means we can select multiple options here. Name equal to skill, value equal to HTML, which is going to display the output screen. Then input type equal to checkbox, I took another input for CSS. The code is still there. Just a minute, I'll change the slide. Yeah, input type. Here I'm taking another checkbox. Input type equal to checkbox, name equal to skill, value equal to JS for JavaScript. I just use two breaks, then put a heading for select gender. Input type equal to radio type, means you just need to select only one from all the other options. And name equal to gender, value equal to male. Then another input type, same radio, name equal to gender, value equal to for female. Then I use two breaks. Then I write here heading, another heading for select country. Here I am using select tag, name equal to country. Then options, for options I am giving first value equal to India. Then I close the option. Just a minute, still the code is there. Yeah, option value equal to USA. Here next option for USA and the next option for UK. Then I close the select. Then I use here again two breaks. Then input type equal to submit, value equal to send. Then I close all form, body, HTML. Yeah, let's run the code and we'll check how it's going to be work. Yes, just see the code. Doc type, HTML, head, inside the title I write form, options. Inside the body I take a heading select skills, then input type equal to checkbox, then which means we can select more than one options. Then first input I am taking HTML, then second input for CSS, checkbox only, then third input same checkbox type, name equal to skill, then Java script. Then next heading for select gender. First like it's a radio type, means we can only select one, first for male and then next one for female. Then I take another heading select country. Here I use select tag for country. Here I use three countries like India, USA and UK. Like three options I am giving by using option tag only. Then again I take input. Yeah, then again I take input for submit. Type equal to submit and then value equal to send, which is going to be shown on the output screen. Yeah, this is how we all use this. Then I am going to close the form, body and HTML. Just see the code once. Nothing wrong is there. Yeah, that's it. Okay, then let's run the code and we'll check how it's going to be work. Yeah, just see the output. Select skills, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. I'm going to select HTML. Then in radio option, first one was checkbox, next radio option, then option, select option. That select country is a select option. I'm going to click on India, then send. This is how it's work. The first select skills is checkbox, right? That's why we can easily select more than one box. But in radio type we can't select like that. We have only option of selecting one. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Yeah. Text area, multiple line inputs. Use it for long text like comments or messages. Like in such cases, like when you want to give your feedback or you want to tell something like any messages, in such cases you use this tag. Like the input type is very big. Let's see the code how we are going to be use this. Yeah, text area example, doc type HTML, head title I write text area example, then I open the body, I use here form, then I open a label for comments. So in between the opening and closing label tag I write comments, then I use a break. Okay, let's continue the code. Yeah, here I write a text area tag, id equal to comments, name equal to comments, row equal to 5, column equal to 40. Then I close the text area, I use two breaks, then input type equal to submit, value equal to post, then I close all tags. Okay, let's run the code and we'll check how it's going to be work. Yeah, see guys, doc type HTML head, in title I write text area example, inside the body I open a form, then I use a label for comments, then text area id equal to comments, name equal to comments, for row I give 5, for columns I give 40, then I close text area, then I use two breaks. For input type I'll give submit and value equal to post, like which is going to be shown the output screen. Then I close the form, later I close the body and also close the HTML. Let's check. Yeah, this is how the text area tag is going to be used. Let's run the code and we'll check how the output will be shown. Yeah, see guys, the size of the area which is given to comments. Yeah, it's a minute I'll writing hey guys, then hope you are doing well. Yeah, be consistent. Yes, when to dots. Yeah, now post. Yes, this is how it's going to be work guys. Just a minute, I'll change the sizes and show you. In here 8. Yeah, see the row span. Yeah, they see the difference. I'm going to reduce the column span for this. See guys, this is how it works actually. Based on your work you just change the sizes. Okay guys, let's go to the next slide now. Just a minute. Yeah, now it's your turn guys. Practice task. Here I'm giving two tasks. For why? Because in this video we cover two topics, the major two topics. One is table and another one is forms. Let's go to the task 1. Here create a student table with the following, like headings, name, roll number, branch, marks, by at least 3 rows of data. Use column span to merge the title row, like student details, and also try to use row span in one of the columns. If you guys interested, just do your schools or your colleges timetable also. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Yes guys, this is task 2 for forms. Registration form. Create a form that includes name, text input, email, email input, gender, radio button, known skills, check boxes, comments, text area, submit and reset buttons. Use label tag and mark field as required. Like inside the label tag you just mark the field as it is required. Yes guys, let's try to do all these using all these tags whatever you guys are learn in this class. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Yes guys, wrap up the session here. What we covered in this video: the structure and layout of the HTML tables using table, table row, table data and table head. The use of column span and row span to merge cells. Different input types in forms like text, email, password, radio, checkbox, text area and drop down. The role of the form: label and buttons for submitting user data. This all we cover in this today's session. You now know how to build a clean tables and interactive forms. Okay, then let's go to the next slide. Yeah, thank you guys. If you guys are came up to this slide means superb, man. Hope you guys all understood up to now. If you have any doubts, let's just comment down. For more updates, like, share and subscribe to our channel, guys. And also I provide our WhatsApp community channel link in the description. Just follow it. Yeah, that's it for today, guys. Okay, bye.